Well, hello everyone. We are here in Surrey, British Columbia, just outside of Vancouver. And right here is the Assembly Hall. And this Assembly Hall will be going for about 4 weeks, delivering all of their, assemblies. Unlike Edmonton, they rented a Coliseum in Edmonton. And so we're just here advertising ExJW friends. We're waving to people and letting them know that we're here at the Assembly Hall. So I'm just going to walk around a little bit here, but I'm going to come through here, and there's lunch over there. So we're going to walk over here and advertise to the lunch crew. So I think the best is to come over here, right where the cars are coming.
You stand back. Hello, Vern.
Hi.
Smile. There, look it. Now we can see the back.
Welcome everyone to our protest or tour, our Canadian tour. Fixing My Faith. If this is your first time on, you don't know me, my name is Vern, and back there is my good wife. Now, we are here in the very west end of Canada. I'm going to show you where we're at today. Now, this is a cross-Canada tour. We already toured Edmonton, so we did that. I'm just going to try to zoom in. So we did the tour in Edmonton. We crossed the mountains. Now, for a lot of you guys out there, you probably heard that Jasper National Park pretty much burned to the ground. Half the town burned down, and it jumped a mountain. They evacuated the town, and this all just happened a couple of nights, probably a week ago. Just when we were planning our trip, we were going to leave Edmonton. Normally, we would leave and come through Hinton. We'd come through the Jasper National Park. That's how we would have come into BC, but we had to reroute. So we went south to Calgary, and then we even went south more, and then we went through what they call the Crow's Nest Pass, and these are some of the towns that we went through. Now, if we zoom in, and as we went through these towns, we noticed the Kingdom Halls were empty. There was not a soul around in any of the Kingdom Halls. So it was quite the detour. We had to come through Crow's Nest Pass here. And that's where there was a town that was covered with rock. Frank Slide, you may have heard of that. We took some pictures. Now, we came through all these towns, Fernie, and then we came up this way. It's quite a rigmarole when you can't take, we have that Canada number 1. There was even fires in Golden. There's smoke all the way through. Now, the south part of BC, there wasn't as much smoke. Moy, we went through Moy. Then we came through Yak. Creston was beautiful. We checked the Kingdom Hall out in Creston, not a soul to be seen. And we moved our way along. It took us 2 days going through all of these little towns. You see Salomo. And then we had come up to Castlegar, all the way down to Grand Forks. Grand Forks, no one there at that Kingdom Hall. It was a new Kingdom Hall. Greenwood, Midway, Osoyoos. So we came all the way through to Princeton and Hope. Then we came up and we stayed the night, our second night in Chilliwack. and Chilliwack was close to Surrey, and Surrey is where they have the convention hall, as you've seen in the video, the introduction video. So we finished that one day at the protest, and then we took a ferry across the island to Nanaimo. If you ever wonder where those Nanaimo bars come from, well, that's where they come from, Nanaimo, BC. And then we drove all the way down to Victoria. Today, that's where we're at. We're just outside of Victoria. We're waiting to get on the ferry again tomorrow morning. Then we're going to cross back to Vancouver to the ferry crossing. You know, they say don't pay the ferryman. You know, the song and Styx till he gets you to the other side. Well, that's not the way BC ferries work. You have to pay them in advance. In fact, if you don't register, you probably won't get a boat. It's busy time. You register and you pay in advance. You save $15 too when you do that. But if you miss your ferry, you're done. You got to pay again. So we're going to book our ferry tonight and start heading her home. We're going to try to head her home. I think the forest fires are kind of out. We're going to try to head her home the fast part. And we'll keep you guys posted. So then I'm going to zoom out here. Once we get back to Edmonton, and from there we're going to probably repack, give the rental car up, and then we're going to fly to Quebec. We're going to fly to Quebec, and there's, I think, somewhere we're going to have a meetup in Quebec or somewhere in Quebec, Montreal. I'm not sure. My good wife has all the details.
You don't mind if I leave, do you?
No. And then we're going to do the protest there. Then we're going to come to Toronto and do the protest in Toronto. It's actually done in Norvell, and it's actually done at a assembly hall, the same as in Surrey. Seems like they're using these assembly halls. There's only a few places they're renting the large coliseums now. I thought the big thing was pull all the people together in one big building, but I don't think so. They're using these assembly halls. In Norvell, they're having like a ton of them, like 8 or 10 of them. I'm not sure. But that's the plans, and I'm going to take it off that screen. Now, we do have, we put all our new video equipment to work. And we're going to show you. I want to say hi to Ruby. Thanks, Ruby, for that latest news. That was quite interesting, that latest news on Warwick Pimo. So if you haven't seen that, you want to watch it. Ruby's really doing a snap-on job. Hello to Keith Silver. Thanks for following along with us, Keith. We have Ruby and Beverly Harwood. Thank you. We have Lee and Becky. Ellie and Becky.
That's Becky.
Becky. Hello. Jay. Hello, Jay. And Jay was talking about how nice the assembly hall looked. We're going to look at some of the videos. We're talking with Jay on Discord. If you guys haven't yet joined Discord, anybody out there online, you're going to want to click the link. I put the link in the descriptions of this video. You just click on there. It's good for 7 days. You can join Discord. We play all kinds of games. It's a community. It's a lot of fun. I haven't been around. For all of you guys out there that are trying to get a hold of me, we're in the mountains. I don't have time to play service. Discord. I can't. We just don't have service. We're in the mountains and it's sketchy. So you really got to concentrate on the driving. Hello to Lisa in New Zealand. And we have Giddy. Yes, we will keep it up. We're really looking forward to the Eastern tour. That's going to be here shortly. So, and we're going to see Jonathan, ex-witness awake. Where Jonathan is the guy with the best hairline on the internet. That's Jonathan. It's funny. He says to my wife, "What's that guy with that ExJW with the good hairline? What's his name again?" Well, it's Jonathan. Jonathan,
I'm sure Jonathan's heard worse.
anyways, when you have a hairline like mine, it's the same old story. When you're bald, when you don't have the hair, you wished you could have it, right? So, anyway, Jonathan, we're looking forward to getting to know you. We're gonna have a lot of fun out east. Yes, we are. We are Wild Wall. Hello, Wild Wall. I've been missing the poker games and the Bible discussions. So we'll catch up. We're going to be on the road sharing this. And we do have some downtime on the road, Tad. Tad and I are working on an interview. This is a Japanese to English interview. We're going to talk about his whole story. We're going to put some work into this story, Tad. And I have been it's hard to get your messages. For all of you guys out there, Tad has to wait until tomorrow to view this video. For all of you English people out there, he's in Japan. He's learning English on our community. I think that's great. We look forward to doing the interview with Tad. Now, Beverly, I think we said hi to everyone. Lee and Becky, Yvonne from Scotland. Hello, Yvonne from Scotland. Welcome. And 007. Yes, Synergies. My wife mostly. She's a trooper, man. She'll tell you. She had a discussion with the lady in the protest there, so it was good. Yes. Okay. Let's get through this. We have videos now. I put a confrontation video. I don't know if I want to play that video. I may play some of it and then silence it because I'm not proud of that video because I actually lost my temper with the attendant. I called him kind of a name. Got on video. Anyways, let's start with this one. Here we are. Well, hello everyone. I played that at the beginning, so we're got about up to here. I walked through the lane. I just gave you guys a little intro. There, I threw some music to it. So this is what we do in the interview over there. So we're going to walk over here. Oh, we did that.
See the back.
Here we are. These are only short videos. We lost one of the videos because we went too long on it. We tried recording too long, so it gave us a disk error. But we got...
Hey, Vern.
It's all our new equipment. So the mic is really good. You notice the mic? There's two mics. So with this mic system from Australia...
I'm coming over here.
For those of you that are following. Right here. I have a clip-on mic. It's just listen to the reception. Just excellent. It's expensive. It's a $200 mic system, but I wouldn't go any other way. It works. And then there's a mic on the camera, so my good wife, you catch what she's saying. Can you see the lunch crowd from here? Over there? So this is just the lunch crowd. I'm just standing in a bit here just so I don't block their view when they're trying to turn. I was kind of on the sidewalk blocking their views. So of course I don't want to do that. But we want to let them know that we're here. And we're not going on the property. We're just going to stay out here at the edge of the gate, smile, wave, and not cause any issues. We're just ExJW friends. And she smiled. So when I wave at these people, they smile. The people smile. Now they're looking. You see them looking over there in the lunch crew? Can you look over there?
I did.
The lunch crew?
I can see them, yeah.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I was pointing over at the lunch crew there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see them over there? They were
Yes.
looking at me.
They were already in your frame. Yes.
Oh, were they? Okay. Okay. Howdy. How are you doing? And they can keep an eye on us through the camera right on their intercom. You see the gate intercoms right over there? I don't know if you see it, but there's a camera on there so they can see what we're doing, read the sign. You know, the big thing I think is we don't want to be blocking people, blocking traffic, or then they have a reason to call. So probably a lot of the people are still inside, you know. Okay, I'm back on again. Okay, so that was it for that little part of the video. So as you can see, it went fairly well. That was just, we're just kind of getting going. Okay, there we are. Yeah, so that was the first part. We just kind of got going, and you notice I was standing kind of, you know, where the gates come in. I was standing there, and they could see me on that camera. Well, then they send out a bunch of attendants. They send out about 3 guys, and then they always send out a big bald guy. Like, I'm bald too, right? Bouncer. They send out a bouncer. They actually sent. He looks like a bouncer. And we seen that at Edmonton. They have a bouncer. These guys are ready to fight. It looks like to you. And you know, when you get that energy coming at you, sometimes it catches you off guard. That's my only excuse here for what I said. But I am going to play it through. You guys have asked to see it. This is what can happen now at these conventions. It's good to have a partner, because my good wife was there calling me down. Well, Vern, lay down. Down, Vern. Down. No, don't attack. This is not attack. Down. You have to have someone that's really with you. Protesting, folks, isn't for everyone. It's not. This is not for my good wife. She's a worldly girl. This is not her cup of tea. She's not going to run around with a sign. She's not an ExJW, but she's supporting me, and I thank her very much for this. She's our video person. We didn't want a video. Remember last time I had the video on the sign, it didn't work in the little camera. So we got a really good camera, Canon, and you can zoom in. It's got a zoom lens, so she can be a ways away. And then we got these wireless mics with about a 50-foot distance, as long as I'm facing her. We found out on this protest, I did a lot of talking on the exiting, but you guys won't hear anything. So, and that's okay, because I wasn't facing the camera and we're a little bit over 50 feet. But we're learning as we work with this equipment. We're learning what works best. But what I'm going to say is you want to make sure, if anybody can do these protests, you can put anything you want on your sign. We're choosing ExJW Friends. It's our ExJW Friends tour. It's all across Canada this year, 2024, Shun No More. And then we have Be Free, remember, coming up September 15th. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we thought we should get going across Canada. Joe and Fran are going to be at Be Free. I heard Ruby's going to be at Be Free. And I think on the community, we want to talk to Joe and Fran, but we're going to help some in the community to get there that need to be there. And Ruby is one of them. So we'll work that out. But these protests, folks, are very important. And what I'm realizing, this is not for everyone. This is if you're not comfortable being in these protests, don't go. You're supporting us by watching these channels, by riding along with us on these videos. We're gonna record and share as much as we can. And the importance of the protest, it puts positive pressure on the Watchtower organization with what's going on. What we're learning as apostates is that we are actually leading. I like to use the word leading. We're leading the horse to water. We're leading the org to water. They're losing their battles in Norway. We're putting out these videos where, a lot of us are kindly telling them what they have to do. They are making a few changes, but not enough. You see, they're changing the name of disfellowshipping org. That's not going to work. You have to just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. The disfellowshipping. It's Shun No More 2024. You got to get rid of it. You can't just change the name of it and still have the same actions. You see, that's not going to satisfy the apostate. So that's the next thing. And that would solve a lot of problems, I think, for the whole religion itself. You see, when we think of religion, we think of building families. Strong families, folks, build strong communities. Strong communities build strong countries. Strong countries need good neighbors. Good neighbor, these are all Bible principles, you see. Love. It's all based on love. If we have love within our family, then there's so much love that we love our neighbors, right? You get to know your neighbors. Your kids ride the school bus with the neighbors. Get to know the neighbors. Maybe you have the neighbor kids over. This is not a JW family. This is getting to know your neighbors that help you out. We're here on this protest because of good neighbor, because our neighbor where we live, our farm, they took over our farm and they're looking after all of our animals. That's one of the biggest things. Could you imagine leaving your dog, your cat, your chickens, all your animals? You can't just leave them. Who's going to come and look after them? You have to have good neighbor. You see, as ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, we lost our families. We no longer, my daughter, my son, no one's going to come to see me. I'm an ex-JW. The JWs, even the fringe ones, even ones that left, but they're fringe, they won't come and see you. You're apostate. You go online. They're not going to have anything to do with you. You see, so we have to have good neighbor. As ex-JWs, we have to get out and we build our own community. So we have our online community. This is our spiritual community. We follow each other. And it helps us to talk about different things. So I'm going to play this next one. Let's see what this one's about.
Don't block the entrance.
No. I think it's...
There's
not
the
that
attendant.
The attendant
Right there looking at us. I'm thinking, does he have an attendant badge on? I'm not sure. No, he's not. I haven't seen any attendants come out.
Be careful what you say. Wish for. Then they sent them out in droves. Let's see what this one's about. This is only a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna go book a ferry.
Okay. Not sure what's going on in this one. Yeah, we did see a few motorbike. That one guy we talked to, he was on a motorbike. I think my good wife was trying to follow me. I was talking. I'm not sure what we weren't picking up the mic. We couldn't, when you're talking, we can't hear each other. So it's just, you're just hoping that the camera picks it up. So a lot of this was a bit of a test. But what we found is you got to be within about 50 feet. You got to be facing the camera for these wireless mics and they really work well. Condenser mics. So what are we doing here? We're looking in. It's a beautiful assembly hall. The trees are huge. All these beautiful different trees. I don't know how much she got of the grounds. Let's take a look here. Here's the next one. This one's 2 minutes.
Yeah, we had some people along the back lane, so we advertised to them. I'm going to do a little bit more in the front here. How you guys doing? Good. We're advertising for the lost sheep of JWR. I was in it for 30 years.
Here, I'll put it on full screen here.
My daughter, haven't seen it. It's like a shunning. No reason at all. You get shunned. It's not fair. That's what I'm fighting against. So this is a cross-Canada tour. I already did Edmonton. Fixing my faith, ExJW friends. Check us out. We're worldwide. See you later.
You good?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Hey.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I went around the whole building.
I know, I tried to follow you, but when you got to the corner, you weren't there. So that's good. They're good then.
Oh yeah, I just told them what we're doing.
Yeah.
Did you record me?
Yeah. I had
As I was
the.
talking to them? Nice job.
Even though I didn't know where you were, I still was recording.
Really?
So it's going to be a bunch of random videos I wanted up and down, trying to figure out where you were.
I went all the way up to the end there.
Well, I know you went around. I just didn't know which way.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my tripod.
Pardon me?
I'm getting my tripod. Be good. Don't
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you just walk around. So this is a moving protest. It's I like moving around. It keeps them wondering what you're doing. So we were doing lunchtime protesting so far. This is all lunchtime protesting, and it's a good time. We come in at lunchtime. They're outside they have outside lunch areas in these assembly halls, all of them. And you're gonna, even if you don't go in the gate, you can walk up to the gate. You see, you should be able to walk up to the doorbell, just like they walk up to our house doorbell. We should be able to walk up to their doorbell without any protest from them. And if they do, then just tell them you're allowed to walk up to our doorbell, so we're allowed to walk up to and ring your doorbell. But you see, there is a sketchy area. You see, if someone walks up to your doorbell, rings your doorbell, and you say, get out of here, get lost, or I'm going to call the police. And if they don't get lost, they can call the police. So protests do have their own police protection too. Protests are allowed, so they are a little different than someone walking up to your door. It's different. There are different rules, at least here in Canada there are. So.
Yeah, they're starting to notice us now. We've got people. How you doing? Of course, they don't say it's back. They're not allowed to. They're told that apostates are evil. That's what they're brainwashed to believe, and they believe it. So 9 men out of New York tell them all these things.
Can I give you the radio?
What? You didn't give me a radio.
And I put it down to
You
say hi.
s-
You're
hi.
hi.
Did you want to use the radios and just say you're recording and not recording?
I'm actually just running. I'm just getting lots of footage, so I have it perfectly over there right now. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna switch sides.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Are you protesting?
Yeah. Well, I'm an ex-JW, so I was in it for 30 years.
Right.
When you walk out, they shun you. You know, I haven't seen my daughter for 3 years.
Oh,
So we formed ExJWs community online. So I got Fixing My Faith online. I got ExJWfriends.com. So we're doing a Canadian tour now.
oh, good for
And
you.
they say 10% of JWs, 10% of them try to commit suicide because of their policies.
Because they're,
High restraint.
they're like excommunicated from their family.
Everything. It's a cult, eh?
Yeah,
Like you guys all know that living in this neighborhood.
yeah.
It's not like your religion. This cult breaks families up.
Oh, wow.
It's a cult that breaks families up.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And I walk away because I decided I want to live. If I'm in a hospital, I don't want to refuse a blood transfusion if I need one. I'm in an accident. Well, that's like the devil to them.
Wow.
They excommunicate you
You don't follow them.
if you don't follow their rules. And part of their rules is they wish death over life when it comes to blood.
Right.
Any blood products,
Wow.
you should die.
Yeah.
Even though we have medical treatments that make us live. You see, Jesus wasn't about dying.
Yeah.
Jesus chose life over death. You know, a calf or a kid falls in the well, he'd save him on the Sabbath.
I guess the biggest part is also your families. Like your
Wow, shit, our families are all broken up.
Yeah, it's horrible. Good for you for doing something.
Yeah, there's a little community and it's broken. People are all afraid to show their faces because of the shunning. They shun the hell out of you.
But at least there's a good supporting each other.
Yeah, on the outside. And that's what we're showing on ExJW.com, on Fixing My Faith. They can get a hold of our community. We have meetups on the outside.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Take care.
Got places to go. No, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, now we're just acting kind of the same.
Now I don't know where I went.
On the outside.
Okay, that's the end of that one. So yeah, if someone comes by, we take the time to talk to them. Good wife had a good talk with
Do
someone.
this shit.
Okay, let's see what I say here. I haven't reviewed some of this stuff, so not sure if it's adult language related. So this is still the lunchtime traffic coming in and out. I'm kind of facing the lunch area. They can see me there. You notice I'm standing over here now. This was after the confrontation. I have not played you guys the confrontation yet, but I listened to the brother, the bodyguard that came out, and he said that he wants us not on their property. He wants to stand. He said, you can do what you want. He said, I want you to go home. And I said, well, I'm not going home. But he said, well, then stand on the sidewalk. And I said, well, actually on the sidewalk, I'm blocking traffic. Like, people drive up and they can't see as good. This way I was standing inside a bit. And
I think next time I should just stand over there as the cars come out, eh? Right over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
What do you
That's
think?
what I did.
Right where that white car is. Right there, maybe. I don't know.
So you got to figure out when you go to these things the best place to stand. It's good to have a couple of people if you can get a couple of people, because they have two entrances. if you're doing a Coliseum assembly, there's a lot of doors. You might want 4 people for a Coliseum if you can do it. Get 4 people to stand with signs. And it's good to have 2 little 2-way radios. We picked up a set for, you can buy them for like 40 or 50 bucks up here. And they're just little 2-way radios, rechargeables. And then you can communicate with each other, at least. So, how long is this video? This one's just about done. Book? Okay. Okay, so that's kind of just a lot of standing around. It's good exercise walking because we walk for the protests. So it's a good workout at the end of the day. So you want to make sure you have good running shoes. You got a bottle of water if you're going to do these protests. They're safe. Like, as you can see, Jehovah's Witnesses, they're not going to hurt you. And we're not really going to be confrontational. Okay, let's see what this is still lunchtime. There was a lot of action on the lunchtime.
Hey,
the attendants are the ones you got to watch.
They've assigned 3 brothers now to me.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Okay, so let's see what happens. I'll let you watch here.
I kind of feel important when they assign 3 brothers to you.
See, this was after the confrontation. I think I'm still on the screen. Yeah. So you guys can hear me.
How you doing?
I always say hi to people, whether they say anything or not. Like, that guy looks worldly, right? Looks like probably a Bible study. But they probably warn everyone, hey, there's apostates out there. They make us evil. Who knows what they do, right? We can't get inside, really. Or we can't. Oh, yeah, he has a tie on. Looks like a tie and jeans. That's different attire. Jeans? Is that jeans? Almost looks like jeans. It's good positive pressure. It lets the JW community know that there's ExJWs on the outside. There's some estimates are that there's 1 to 1.5 million ex-Jehovah's Witnesses that are being shunned in the world. So if you think of it, every year there's thousands of Jehovah's Witnesses that get disfellowshipped. A large portion do not return. Large portion, 2/3 do not return.
What time is it? Yeah, this is just about over. They'll be going in.
For their lunchtime, they'll be going in.
You guys go in at about 1:30 or 1:15? You guys start again at about 1:15?
Watch
Your
this guy.
sessions here, do you start at about 1? Are you a JW?
I'm
Kind of a
I've
goer.
been reading Watchtower and the other magazines for years. So praying to Jesus for over 20 years.
Yeah. I was in it for 30 years, eh? I was in it for 30 years.
Yeah.
I was up in the high Arctic special pioneering because I'm indigenous.
Oh yeah,
Are you? Yeah. So where are you from? Which tribe?
Home station.
You know, you're going to find more spirituality in your indigenous communities because what's going on here in this community, and I've been in it for 30 years. Jesus, he's about life, right? Life over death.
Is there an echo?
Do you think Jesus would stop you from taking a blood transfusion? No. Do you know why? Because when Jesus broke rules with the Pharisees, they had the Mosaic law, and when a calf or a kid fell in the well, Jesus says, "Screw you guys! I'm gonna save on the Sabbath. I'm gonna pick grain on the Sabbath. I don't care."
He healed a leper.
You know that. Like Jesus,
why not?
if you were dying Jesus was about life over death. And I disagree with the blood transfusion thing. I told these guys, you're reading it wrong. If you go and read a couple verses over, the Apostle Paul said it's a matter of conscience. If a Jew's there, you don't want to stumble them,
What
of
nation are
course.
you?
I'm Métis. I'm from Edmonton. Papa Cheese.
Oh, really?
Papa Cheese.
Wow.
It's hidden. It's lost. They wrecked it. They wrecked our nation.
That's a different camp than Red River, eh?
Oh yeah, it's up in Edmonton.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. See you later, buddy. I'll just keep walking across the front here.
I think that kind of freaks them out a bit when you just keep walking across the front gate. Anyways, it's positive pressure. This is a result of shunning. This is because they shun us for walking away for no reason. We're shunned. This is the results. This is what this religion produces. In my opinion, this is reaping what you have sown, Watchtower. You're reaping what you have
wanted to know
sown.
why I bought a school bus. No, I'm just telling him Vern's protesting right now, so
Didn't he know that we sold the farm?
No. We rented a car. Yeah, well, we think we found a place by Princeton, so we're going to see it on the way home. So we're just doing this protest today, and then we're going to the island. We drove here.
Officially, we're still homeless, so we sold our farm, and we were just talking to Shauna was having a discussion with our good neighbor. He drove by our farm and noticed there was a school bus there. Well, the guy that bought the farm, he has a school bus, and he uses it as a kind of a guest house, kind of. I think he was living in it or camperized it a bit. So she was just explaining to the neighbor that it's not us.
I couldn't believe it. I've never given. So yeah, it was time.
How you doing?
Yeah, I should, because I'm pretending. Or anyways, this is really good. I think my mic's on, so I love what I'm doing right now. Okay. We'll talk to you later.
What I noticed here is hardly anybody waved or gave eye contact. Where on the last protest in Onaway, 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4 for sure waved back. 1 out of 3 would look at you, smile maybe, but 1 out of 4 for sure would wave back. Here I had maybe, I don't know, maybe 1 out of 20. You'd get a look, smile. It's different in different areas, I guess.
You have a long lunch, eh? Here, I'll go talk to those kids and ask them if they want to be on TV.
I don't think you can.
Huh? Oh, yeah, you can't.
They already were. They came up to see you. It was funny.
The kids wanted to be on TV, and they were looking up. They were with their cell phones. They were looking up Fixing My Faith. I said, "Yeah, you guys want to be on TV? I'll put it on TV the next day." But my good wife says you can't record children. They're kids. You're not allowed to.
Nice
And then
assembly hall.
you can't really shoot in on the private property and record
It's a
them.
nice assembly hall, eh?
But people coming out
trees.
with their cars, they're fair game. You can record them.
Yeah, big trees and stuff.
Excuse me. Okay, what's next? So we're still doing lunchtime. What's going on here? Is this the last part? Let's see. Some of these will be quick. This is only 18 seconds. I think because I went around the building. Walked all down the building. I was looking for disfellowship people because disfellowship people, they had a long treat area, and disfellowship people would hang out on their own. So JW org trained us for this kind of stuff. We were all trained by them to do this kind of stuff. So that's why they have to be very careful, JW org, in how they're treating the apostates, or how they're treating some of us that just walk away. When we just walk away from that religion and we get attacked, it's not good. They're going to create their own damage, JW org, and this is what's going on all over the world. They're creating their own damage, and it's mostly due to breaking families up and shunning. It's not biblical. There's nothing in that that's biblical at all, breaking families up with their shunning policies. So this one is 15 minutes. This is still just protesting. I'm gonna speed it up a bit.
So how cold this cold is like -10.
Let's see here. Yeah, I just kept going back and forth, back and forth. Then I started doing the other side of the street. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna do for home time is I'm gonna do this.
Here, I'll show you what I did. This worked good.
How's that look?
Okay, I might just speed this up a bit.
It'll be all over. Home time will be much quicker.
Okay, we did this here. Anybody walk up? Any discussions? I'm not sure. I went all the way around this place. It was good exercise.
They were chatting about what good exercise walking is. So
It's only an hour at lunch. Hour and a half at lunchtime. Good positive pressure for those attendants the whole time. Listened to them, stood there. Let me see what I'm saying. Nothing. Got the echo there.
You're not recording still, are you? Should we shut it off or not?
did you show them the confrontation one?
No.
Are you going to?
Yeah, they got to stick on to the end.
Just
So if you guys want to see the confrontation, you got to stick on to for the end.
And then you can see what
Not to do.
They're going in.
good Will says.
Okay, still up here.
Okay, looks like all the people are going in. It's about 1:30, so they're done their lunch hour. And what we've done here is we've given them some good positive pressure, just back and forth. It's a one entrance system. There's a lot of cars coming in right now, so we'll get some advertising in here. They know we're here. We're the apostates. We're the ExJWs, exjwfriends.com, and fixing my faith on YouTube. That's who we are. And we'll be doing this tour all across Canada. This is Surrey, Vancouver. I guess it's just a suburb of Vancouver. And they have people from all over coming to this assembly. They're splitting rather than renting a big coliseum and doing it all at once like they did in Edmonton. They are bringing their people in about 4 different sections and filling this little assembly hall up. I don't know how many people it holds, maybe 5,000, maybe more. So that's what they're doing. Now, our big objective here is we're against the CSA issues, the cover-ups, hiding CSA within, pedophiles within, hiding it. We are against the people dying over the no blood issue. They have a policy. If you're dying and you need a blood transfusion, they want you to die or you're no longer a member. You can't be a member, a Jehovah's Witness, and accept a blood transfusion. So they don't want to disfellowship you, but if you made a scene about it and you told everyone in the congregation that it's wrong, because it is, they will disfellowship you. Now, they don't call it disfellowshipping, they delete your membership or you're no longer, they've changed that all, but it's shunning and it's disfellowshipping, and it's the same thing. They really practice the same thing. So with this religion, you cannot just leave the religion. You cannot just walk up and leave after you're baptized, because then they chase you down and then they disassociate you and then they advertise that within and they break families up. Your family will no longer associate with you. They don't believe in the 10 Commandments. They believe, if you go to their index, they say, do you believe in the honor your father and your mother? It's part of the 10 Commandments. They say, no, we're not under that. We don't have to do that. But yet, they go to the 10 Commandments vigorously to support their blood doctrine, to kill people. So it's interesting. The Jews also are under the no blood, but they take blood transfusions. So it's nothing to do with the Bible. This is to do with the cult that wants to control its people and have them die over blood. They get involved. They get into people's business. They get into their sex lives. The Elders book is very destructive. I covered the Elders book. It's a secret Elders book that this organization uses, and I covered on Monday nights. We're in chapter 15, and we're slowly breaking it apart to see why these elders act the way they do. And the reason they act the way they do is because they vigorously follow the Elders book. And the Elders book is built by the 9 cult members in New York. They call them their governing body. They call them their faithful slave. They actually figure that they're Christ, they're kings, they're crowned. They figure that they're the ones that are going to rule the earth with Jesus. That's what they figure. That's what they teach these people. So these people believe that the 9 cult members in New York are Jesus leaders for the earth. They believe that everything else outside of this religion is demonized, it's wicked. They call it the wicked system of things. And in this assembly, in this meeting, they're going to talk a lot about Satan, the devil, controlling this wicked system of things. They scare their people into believing that Satan's around every corner. They scare their people. Here I am, a father looking for my daughter. They scare their people into thinking that I'm some evil Satanized guy out here, and all I am is looking for my daughter, because they have split the families up. So we're doing this now across Canada, and we'll be letting everyone in Canada know that There is a community outside the Watchtower, ExJW Friends, Fixing My Faith on YouTube. And through this community, you can visit and get to know people. So we're going to call it a day. We're going to call it an afternoon. This is the lunch break. And so now we're going to wait until afternoon. So we'll see you guys all later. Bye for now.
Okay, now where are we? Okay, so I have two little videos. Okay, the confrontation. So that was that was all, everything that you guys just seen all happened during the lunch hour. That was all the lunch hour. So what you didn't see was this. I'll put that on next. And then I'll play the departure. It was quite easy.
Not using them a little bit. Because I don't know when you're recording or not, eh? So I can. How you doing there, bud? Yep.
Hey, move over. Perfect. I just wanted to get the org.
Yeah, they're looking. The people are looking. They're over there. Looking. Kids are. Hey guys, how you doing? Kids. You can come onto our websites. Just check us out on YouTube. That's my channel. I'm on there all the time. We're going across Canada. Cross Canada tour. All the ExJWs. And even you guys, you want to come online? We're all I was a JW for 30 years. I was a pioneer up in the Arctic. That's what I did. But yeah. He's not supposed to look at me, I guess. Some people smile. Some people may wave. They didn't look. They don't want to look. You know, what would you do? Look or drive by? But they notice the websites. Yeah, everyone notices. I don't know where this group is from. They're doing about 4 assemblies here. I think there's about 3 in English, 2 in English, 3 in English. Then there's Spanish and Punjabi and Korean, I think, here. Not today, but this is one of the English ones, right? So how many assemblies is there here? 4 on that list? 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you couldn't hear me talking to you.
Oh, but no, but I can hear you talking.
I was talking to you, actually, asking you how many assemblies there were.
Oh,
Marianne.
yeah.
Sort of the walkie-talkies would work. I could stand over there and chit-chat. Then you could get your voice on there. No, we're done. We're going to do this later.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But it looks good. Vern.
Fixing My Faith on YouTube. On YouTube, Fixing My Faith. Check it out. Those kids are going to Fixing My Faith on YouTube.
Saw them.
There's the attendant. How you doing? You're okay with us right here, eh? Sir? You're okay with us right here. We're not coming in.
To be out on the sidewalk.
Well,
on our property.
The reason I didn't want to go on the sidewalk,
I
sir.
don't care why.
Okay.
I'd like you to just get off the property, please.
Okay.
Public sidewalk, you can do what you want.
I don't want to block traffic.
Well, then go home. But don't stay here.
You come to our door and ring our bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you're okay with that?
Please
I
get
can
off
ring
the
your
property.
bell. I can ring
If
your
you don't
bell
want
right
to get
there.
off the property, we can call the police.
Call the police. I was in your damn religion for 30 fucking years. And you guys shunned me for nothing. For nothing. No reason. You shunned me.
We leave when we're asked.
Yeah. You ring our doorbells every Saturday morning. There. You happy?
Smile.
What? I'm not going to smile at that ass. I'll smile at the other people. That guy's an ass. I don't smile at assholes.
That's what you don't do. You know, you don't want to get yourself worked up because we end up looking bad. So, anyways, I don't recommend that. So, here's what happened at the end of the day. It went
Clock now.
pretty smooth, I think.
Right? I'll just check my good wife. Good wife, are we recording? Is it about 5 o'clock? Is that correct? 5 o'clock?
Yes.
We leave. We want to let them know that we're ExJW friends, that there's life outside of the watchtower. All they have to do is remember that, ExJW friends. Anybody can remember that. You don't have to write it down. Fixing My
Did you
Faith.
hear what I
YouTube.
said there? He's letting people out the far gate too.
What's that?
I was at the
He's
wrong
letting people out
entrance.
the gate that's behind me.
Oh, there is a gate behind you letting people out?
See those cars coming out at the end?
No.
Where this white minivan is coming out now.
Okay, we're just here, so we've got people coming out. These are the ones that want to get out of here. not hang around too long after the song. So yes, we're doing this. This is Vancouver. This is our assembly hall for Vancouver, I guess. And that lady's really looking at us. Hi, how are you doing? Uh-oh, that thing's gonna run me over. So we're gonna get rid of the white car here. She didn't make too much eye contact, but we don't expect a lot of people will. But we're letting the watchtower know that we're here. It puts pressure on them to, let them know that we're ExJWs. And a lot of us, we just walked away from the religion. Some were disfellowshipped. Now they've done away with the word disfellowshipping. And they've introduced new words that are not as aggressive, but they still take the same action. So whether you're not a member, whether you're whatever they want to call it, they still do the same action. So disfellowshipping still is a thing. Shunning, that's the action. They just call it you're no longer a member, or you quit. They're trying to candy coat it. So we'll look at that. That's in the August magazine. Hasn't even been released yet. These guys have not even studied it yet. So they still believe in disfellowshipping until they read that magazine officially. It comes from they call them the governing body, but they're really the cult leaders. They lead the organization. 9 men in New York. Oh, my good wife wants to say something. Yes, come in.
No, I was just going to tell you that, I don't know, I think they told everybody to use that other gate.
Oh yeah, because of the apostates. So maybe we should drive around and see where the other gate is. Do you want to drive around and see?
The other gate is like 100 feet this way.
Okay, well I'm going to go down there and get everyone down there.
See the attendant that's peeking out from behind the wall watching?
Yeah.
Don't run, you're good, you're good.
Okay, the last segment is here. And I think I ran down to the other gate. So that's the second gate. All those cars turning out there, you can see.
The attendant peeking at the corner by the bush there.
Yeah, and you'll see the attendant right by the bush. Where is it? Right by the bush here is the attendant right there.
He really wanted to be on camera.
He kept peeking out. And Sean is just down the sidewalk here. There's 15 minutes of this. So we're going to let it run for the 15 minutes. It'll be an hour and a half. So I'm just out there protesting. So just protest with me. So here we go. And I'm going to take a little break, get off the screen here, and get rid of the echo. So here we go.
That's what they do. Here's my good wife. Way over there, recording us. Okay, I don't know. I'm about done with this, but we can just stay here. I don't know why they're not using 2 parking lots, 2 gates. Hello. What time do you think it is? Yes, the vehicles are coming up slowly, one at a time. You have time to read the sign. All you have to do is glance at it. You know, everyone has a computer, YouTube, ExJWs.com. Life outside of the watchtower. Live your life of love. You choose life over death. That's the loving thing. I read one young. Experience life. Religion event. Grab her.
stay here, right here, for the last report. The car comes out, and we get a lot of other journeys of the island tonight, Vancouver Island. As a for the Commonwealth, New Zealand's part. Conservative Party is the Conservative Party is useless in Canada. They can't do squat. So we have to get our petition in front of a Liberal Party to really get the government to look at it. So there's a little bit of work involved, and we're looking for help in Canada. If you're a Canadian, an ExJW, if you can help us, get involved. Now's the time, 2024, shun no more. We need to put the pressure on. And all over the world, it's not just a Canadian thing. Put the pressure on all over the world, every country. Just stand outside. It's a peaceful thing. Anybody can do it. You don't need a partner. It's nice if you do. Like I got my good wife here. She's good. So, get yourself a partner. You need a partner. Videotape it. If you don't have a channel to put it online, we'll put it on our channel. And we'll get it public. But it's important that we do this. We put the pressure on. So thanks again. And I'm back at the car. We're right here. We're going to load up. Sunglasses, we're good. Thanks again. We'll see you guys later. Bye for now. Okay, well, thanks for being with us. That was the protest. You guys hung in there for the whole protest. That was the afternoon and or the lunch hour and a half lunch, and then at the end of the day. So we kind of finally got it figured out which gate they were coming out of. They started coming out of the main gate, and then all of a sudden they switched, and I ran down the sidewalk. They were coming out the end gate, but they weren't going to switch back, it looked like, so we just stood there. The pressure helps. You see, when we put this pressure on JW.org, those attendants are scrambling. They send out 3 of them to deal with us. You see, if they would just get rid of the Shun No More 2024, listen to the apostates, don't candy coat this governing body, do it properly, get rid of it. It's garbage. You're breaking families up. There's no justification. There's no justification in that Bible for breaking families up. That is demonic. And that's what we're fighting. We're fighting the demons, in my opinion. It's the demons want to take the emphasis off Jesus. They want to put the emphasis somewhere else. You see, they want to appear. They want this religion to appear like it's an angel of light, that it has this so-called truth. But when you get the religion demonizing the Magi, the Magi brought the 3 gifts to Jesus. They used those gifts to go to Egypt, to flee to Egypt. It was all God given. It was all supposed to happen that way. It was all guidance from God. But yet J.W. Org says, no, that's all demons. And that's in this assembly, this convention, this Jesus convention where they're doing this. And so that's completely wrong. We know it's wrong. Any of us on the outside, we can see through all of this. But most of all, we're against the hiding of the pedophilia. We're against the shunning, and for many of us, we're against the whole blood thing, because we believe that it's about life over death. It's not about dying for 9 men that reside in New York. So, folks, that brings an end to our program tonight. I wanted to say one last thing. My good wife, I wanted to get her in to talk about it, but she was shy. But this person comes up, this worldly person comes up to her and says, "What are you guys doing here?" And she says, "Well, she says, "Are you making a movie or something?" She says, "Well, I'm recording my husband. He's doing a protest. This is a Jehovah's Witness thing, and he hasn't seen his daughter in a couple of years, 3 years, so he's going to go across Canada looking for her, because you don't know, has she moved here? How people move. We don't know. They shun you so hard for nothing." So this is what happens. She explained this to the lady, and she said to the lady, I'm worldly. I'm married to this ExJW. I'm considered to be worldly from this religion. So these people consider me as a worldly person as wicked. I'm wicked. I'm part of Satan, the devil. I'm part of the wicked system of things. I'm worldly. You see, they're not allowed to make friends with worldly people. She was telling this lady that, and the lady couldn't believe it. These are the people that live in the community. Isn't that right? How it went down?
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Smokeless Choice. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Culty Talk, thanks for being on. Thanks for all your comments. Culty Talk, Smokeless Choice. Culty Talk's right there. Steen 1. You can leaven your bread, dough, can't it, but I wouldn't eat it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Vaughn, you have a good point. If it weren't for the fact I want nothing to do with them, I would be ringing their Kingdom Hall doorbell. Yeah, exactly. But we do have to be careful. The rules are, if we're causing a disturbance, right? There are rules. So we don't want to egg them on. Definitely not. We want to advertise. We want to advertise to all those ones in that religion that want to get out. They're afraid to get out because they're afraid of being all alone. Maybe they've woken up. A lot of people are waking up right now. What do you do if you wake up in that religion? So if you see on the outside that ExJW Friends is here, hey, we're friends, we're smiling, and we're waving at you. I think that's what it's about. It's about building friends. It's about making friends. So that's how we're gonna conclude. It's about making friends. What do we have here? We have. I'll pause the rock music. I don't know if you heard the rock music in the background.
Yeah.
But it is about making friends. And that's what we do on Wednesday nights with Joe and Fran. That's coming up here. Today is Sunday, so coming up in a few days, Wednesday nights. It's an online meetup. So if you'd like to get involved, just join the community Wednesday nights. It goes for about 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours. And it gives everyone a chance to meet up and get to know each other. You see, part of the therapy for us ExJWs is talk therapy. talk therapy is one of the best things we can do. We talk it out. We get it out. At first, we might be a little angry, a lot angry. It depends. There's trigger points. So we talk about all of this on this channel. We've called this channel ExJW TV. It's actually a registered website now, exjw.tv. You can email me at vern@exjw.tv. You can send me an email. Okay, well, here it is. We're going to see you guys on the next protest. We're going to head her back home, and then we're going to be in Montreal for the next protest. I believe we're planning to be there for August 11th, in around there. So if you can join us in Montreal, August 11th, we'd love to have you. Remember, protesting isn't for everyone, but maybe you just want to stand by and visit my good wife. She'd love that. She'd love that. Have a coffee with her. But if you want to come up and hold the sign, well, we'll make the signs. Make your signs. Someone was talking. Jonathan, I think, was talking about putting a QR code. Good idea. Let's talk about that when we do the come to Toronto, Jonathan. Maybe you can lead us and show us how to do that. Okay, well, here we go. Keep living your life with love, folks. We love you all. Thanks for supporting us. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. In the shadows of isolation's veil, where hearts grew heavy and faces pale, we bore the burden of rejection's sting, lost in the echoes of our suffering. But now a light breaks through the night. ExJW friends, a beacon shining bright, a sanctuary where healing finds its home, where shattered souls no longer roam. Share your story, break the chains, embrace the freedom that remains. You are resilient, you are strong. In your courage, you belong. No longer defined by the past's cruel art. Step into the present, a brand new start. On this hero's journey, you stride ahead, with newfound purpose, no longer misled. Take charge of your health, nurture your soul. In this community, you are made whole. ExJW friends, a supportive space, with meetups and healing in embrace. Together we rise above the pain. In unity our spirits shall reign. Come join us now, be part of this tapestry. Acceptance and love create a symphony. ExJW friends is where you'll see you are valued, you are important, and you're free. Come join us at exjwfriends.com. We'll see you there.